Duke! Duke! I'm Cliff Hawley. I'm the cameraman. I'm usually behind the camera. Duke is usually standing here. He stands here every month in front of that camera, presenting to you opportunities for volunteerism. But this is what happens when a volunteer doesn't show up. Somebody has to stand in their place, and I guess that's me. But that's okay. For the past year in producing Acts for the City, I've asked some of the volunteers why they volunteer, and I'm going to show you those clips. But I think first I want to tell you why I volunteer. People who are in desperate situations need a hero. I want to be that hero. I want for the first time in their lives to hear the hero music, the hero track. In film, when the protagonist is out to save the damsel in distress, Tarzan swinging through the jungles to rescue Jane, you hear this music that's just magnificent. It brings out and amplifies the emotions that the filmmakers want you to feel. And without the music, Tarzan's just swinging, nothing happening. With the music, the emotions are there. These people that we are helping hear that music. As volunteers, we don't. We're just feeding, we're just hammering, we're just mentoring, but they hear the music. They feel the emotions. They are being rescued, and they know it, and they feel it. They are moved by your actions, and may I add, God is moved by your actions as well. You become the hero. You have the hero track, and they're hearing it. And that's why I do it. That's why I do it. So if you have people who around you are in desperate need, be music to their ears.
To see someone in need, someone desperate, someone in the darkest of times, needing help, and no one's there for them, they sit hurt, scared, not knowing which way to turn, what doors to open, and in comes a group to provide, to put a roof over their head. People in their darkest hour don't know where to turn, and then people come in, and I get to be a part of that team. I get to be a part of that light that shines on these lives of people who live in a dark place.
Why do I do Acts for the City each and every month? There's an investment of time and energy and effort, and sometimes finances. And so why do I want to take that out of one of the most precious gifts I have, which is time? Why would I want to do something like that? Peter admonishes us in 1 Peter 4:10 that we're to use our gifts for the benefit of others. So it's biblical. I want to do that. In the midst of that obedience, there's a release, an anointing, things that happen that otherwise don't. The supernatural then invades the natural. So it's biblical.
I deliver bread to about 10 houses each week. And I know that where the bread may help their diets and help them a little bit with their grocery bill, the main thing is that I'm building a relationship with them, and I'm learning to love these people and trying to discern what their real needs are, their spiritual needs, their physical needs, and trying to make a difference in their lives.
I serve in Edgewood is plain and simple Jesus. He's my hope and my salvation, and I want to share that with as many people as I can.
Well, the reason I do this is the Lord showed me through going through cancer with my wife that there's a lot to be said for giving of yourself. We had so many people in the church that came to pray with us and be a part of what we were going through, and it really just taught me what it means to go out and give of yourself And it's so awesome when you do that, because every time I've ever done that on missions trips or whatever it might be, I always go with this idea that we're going to bless others, we're going to be there for others, and that is true. But the biggest thing to me that God has been teaching me is that I walk away so many times just blessed to give and to serve, and it's an awesome thing. If you haven't had the opportunity to do that, stretch yourself.
I know that there are, people that I've witnessed over the last 12 to 15 years who have found their niche. They've volunteered for a nonprofit ministry effort. And as a result of that volunteering, there was something that God did that touched their heart in a way that it's never been touched before. There began to surface out of that individual a purpose and a passion and a destiny that wasn't there before. And to watch that happen firsthand is a gift. It truly is.
I love to be here. I look forward to seeing the families that I deliver to every week. It's sweet time, again, to hear how God's moving in their lives and sharing that, and again, being able to provide for physical needs here and there as God answers those prayers is great. And I love being down here with that. But mostly it's about praying with people and showing them that there's hope in Jesus, and that's the blessing.
When these doors open for them, you see the weight fall off their shoulders. You see their eyes fill up, and you see the smiles grow from someone who's just been oppressed by a situation. That's why I like to give my time.
And for me, it's making a big difference in my life. And I am loving the fact that I get to be the hands and feet of Jesus.
I realize that there are heroes all over San Antonio, difference makers that head up these nonprofit efforts. And having even done so myself for several years, I know how hard it is really to find the resources that you need to make an even greater impact. And so to have any part, any role in connecting resource to effort, to elevate the impact that effort is having in our city, to change more lives and touch more people, is a joy that I can't even describe.
And then in comes a group of people who open doors for them, and I'm the one that gets to be there to help open doors for these people. They sit hurt, scared, not knowing which way to turn, what doors to open, and in comes a group to provide, to put a roof over their head. People in their darkest hour don't know where to turn, and then people come in. And it's not that they're coming in there for praise, They're going in because people need help. And I get to be a